Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, okay? So take it where and how it resonates, guys. And if you're not a Gemini and you don't know why this is coming to you, is because it's definitely your message. And it finds you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Gemini, what are we dealing with? Virgo. Are you dealing with a Virgo? There's a lot of burdens here associated with this Virgo energy, or now, so it doesn't have to be a Virgo themselves. It could be you got to heal. This is an energy of the burden of healing, or you needing to heal, or needing to take yourself away from a situation that is putting a lot of pressure on your back, right? Needing to kind of go it alone or be okay by yourself, because there's just something here that is, you've taken on too much, right? And now you feel kind of stuck with it. However, there's good news coming, because it seems like all the work that you have been doing and all the responsibility that you have been taking on is now starting to yield a sense of security, a sense of like a breakthrough, a success. So let me say this. If this is actual work, like your actual job, this is really good news, because whatever burden you have been facing, it's about to turn itself around into, it's almost like, it's like about to produce whatever you've been working hard for or intending this to do. If this is a more personal matter, then you're going to start to see a turnaround from, the heaviness, whatever heaviness that you've been carrying or taking on too much. It's almost like something has become productive. Now, what could be productive is that you've decided to walk away. You've realized that you've taken on too much and you need to heal from this, and you feel secure enough in taking that space. That could absolutely be. Whatever it is, it's like you feel free. There's light that's coming into the situation. It's like maybe for the first time ever, you feel comfortable talking about this. And certainly Virgo energy would say communication. It's almost like now you feel comfortable coming out about something or saying something or talking about it. Now, Gemini energy, Virgo and Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury. You guys don't have a problem usually having conversations that are intellectual. So my assumption is that this was pretty emotional. This is something that you've been carrying around for a while, and maybe now this is the first time you're able to talk about it. Whatever it is, there's a huge turnaround in something that's really been causing you a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. If you feel finally comfortable in being able to bring it to light, or light is coming into this situation. So what is this situation? Something to do with healing a circumstance between you and another person, or it's healing a circumstance that you've been dealing with for a while that's been putting a lot of pressure on you. There is a change in the wind suddenly in this relationship. And then we have a loyal heart. So they're coming back to you and they're willing to work with you or make amends with you. They're willing to, care for you, talk to you. There's just a change in them. There's a change in them. Maybe now a willingness to acknowledge you, a willingness to connect with you, a willingness to support you. Yeah. Okay. How is all this panning out? Hold on. There's a judgment here about a tower. So In other words, you're finally making a decision about something that really shocked you or surprised you, or you're making a decision to kind of resurrect yourself or give yourself another chance or give them another chance after a circumstance that almost ended you, like almost brought the house down. There could also be a sense of let something burn, let something go, a judgment to allow something to just be destroyed. Yeah, it's got to do, but it's definitely got to do with rising up after a situation that kind of could have just broken you up or broken you down. So maybe this is a reconnection of some sort, or this is not a reconnection. For some of you, I feel like it's like, no, it's not a reconnection. Maybe we're mending things or whatever, but it's almost like I'm rising above this. I'm getting past this, or somebody getting past whatever this, what is this? I'm nosy. Judgment and the Tower. Just rising above a collapse or a fall. Mending a situation. Give me more words. Give me more words, God. Probably is because I'm so tired. Guys, you can see I'm at a work convention, so... Yeah, this is taking initiative on a new relationship or a new circumstance or a new offer of confidence. This is like almost like a peace. Like somebody's trying to make peace with you. Somebody is fighting for your attention. Somebody is fighting for your peace. Somebody's like fighting to make peace with you or taking the initiative to make peace with you. Or you're negotiating peace. You could very well be helping a situation outside of yourself that's been weighing on people. You are the active healer, though. You're the person that is facilitating this healing in this situation that I think really blew everybody away. You're finding a way to sort of create an olive branch. I don't know if it's in your personal life or you're the mediator here. Because for some of you, I think you're the mediator here. And you're just sort of like taking that upon yourself. And it is a big burden, but it's one that has to be done. And so you're doing it. And if this has to do with diplomacy, that's really good for you guys because you have a wonderful way of talking and a wonderful way of talking to people or teaching them or convincing them. So you would be good here. But it is like it is a sense of an olive branch, taking action toward extending a hand. Now, if this is a personal situation for you, that's what's going on. You're willing now to accept somebody's olive branch, accept somebody's apology, heal this circumstance or situation because they're proving their loyalty to you in a situation where everything almost got completely destroyed. But it's like you're willing or you see a path back. So there is a healing energy about this situation. Now, I don't know why things have changed, but it could be because somebody decided to make a change and get healthy. There's innovation here. We have technological innovation, maybe something that you thought would never be possible. Now you're finding a way to sort of, it's like you're finding a way forward. You're finding a mechanism to fix this situation that seemed hopeless or seemed like it was going to end. But it's got to do with thought. It's got to do with technology. It's got to do with actually figuring out a situation. Okay. Clarify that. Yeah, this situation seemed pretty hopeless. You weren't getting anywhere. You weren't finding anything new, but now there's a surprise solution that comes up. This is Piscean energy. Knocking yourself out of this is creativity. This is creativity and innovation. There was a surprise opportunity that you didn't see. Maybe there was a hidden opportunity. Maybe that's why you were pissed because but it's like you're pulling this opportunity out of a hat. when in reality you had to work really hard to find a way to offer this. But there is an offer being made that comes out of thin air, but it will surprise people. This Piscean energy, it's like you had to turn on your creativity for this one. You had to really think outside the box and go outside the box and look at this from a different perspective kind of energy to be able to pull this out of whatever hat you're pulling this shit out of. Can you just clarify the moon card though? Clarify the moon card. You're dealing with some earth energy here. Somebody that tried to take control over a situation or tried to take authority. Maybe somebody that you were married to or want to get married to, despite the fact that there's a lot of responsibility or a lot of stuff that you're taking on your back to do so. But this is a boss. Maybe a boss assigning you. There's something, it's almost like there's something here that's being assigned, but it is a way forward. And it is, you found the way to make it happen. That's what it is. You found a way to make this happen. You're taking charge of this situation. Or you found a way to facilitate, make this function. At great personal burden to yourself. Okay. Gemini, why is this so important? Because you know it's the right thing to do. Because there has to be reconciliation here. Because it's the right thing to do. There is some I'm telling you this. I don't know if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't know who you're dealing with, but there is some reconciliation here. It's like you're finding a way to make peace or bring peace into a situation after maybe a couple of weeks of separation or a couple of years, maybe 4 weeks, 4 years of this sort of, there being a lull here, or you thinking about it. You finally come up with sort of this impossible plan. But something that's impossible you thought would never happen. Now there is hope. Now there is a chance to bring this into reality. This is a fantastic investment in the future. This could be that you're dealing with some sort of innovation, like in your work, right? Because there's a huge investment in your future and you've been working on this for a while, maybe for the past 4 years, maybe for the past 4 weeks. Some of you might be making a huge breakthrough in terms of what you're inventing or creating. Now the others, the rest of you, it's almost like just a personal situation that you really felt didn't have any place to go. Now all of a sudden you have found, it's not even that you found hope. It's that you have found a solution for whatever was stopping you or making this crappy. And I think it's because maybe there's been enough time between what happened for you to reflect upon it and you to think about it. And now you're, oh my God, I can figure out what we can do. So what can they do? What is the answer? What is the answer? What can they do? Let's get that answer, shall we? The Death card. Let something be completely finished and completely done and move on to something new. But you're doing it, okay, so this is a personal situation. You're allowing it to crash and burn. It's almost like the only thing that we can do is to let it be done and accept that it's over, right? And then start completely new. from a completely new perspective, from a perspective of, I know how toxic this was. It's like a fresh start. I'm just not sure if you're deciding to have a fresh start with the same person, or you're deciding to have a fresh start after everything fell apart, accepting that you can't keep it together, allowing it. I think that that's what the Judgment card is. That's what the resolution is. You've had enough time and space to accept that something just is completely fallen apart, has been completely destructive. And you accept this destruction and are willing to start new. This is an olive branch. I think I've been saying that. Somebody is offering a peace, right? I don't think it's to begin a relationship again. I think it's just to smooth out what was, right? So that you can begin again in your own space, in your own life, and that you're free to like be completely done of whatever this burden was that you were carrying. Right? This is a sense of let's start to regrow. Because what was is done. I don't know if this is an X, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe if the cards can clarify this for me. It's not about what was. It's about what can come moving forward. Because you found a resolution to the craziness, to the hardship. There's an ending here. No, it's a new life. It's a whole new life. And now you have an advancement. Now you have the ability to move forward because you've been through all of this. You're in a you're just in a much stronger place. And you have so much more that you are working with. And I think you have so much more support, Gemini. So you really do, you're starting fresh from like a higher level. Yeah, you're starting fresh from a higher level. This is a new life and a leg up. I think a lot of shit had to happen for people to be capable of really trusting that you could handle this situation. But now that they tried to do it without you, they know that they absolutely can't. And so they're saying, here, carte blanche. We'll trust whatever you have to say. So in like shitting on you and turning away from you, they realized how much they needed you. And now they're going to do everything that you say. So it can be a brand new beginning here. I just think the one caveat is this, if it's a romantic situation we're talking about. If this is your relationship, not if somebody that you love or are in relationship with is going through something like this with their work or their world. But if this is your relationship, I think you are starting a new life from a better, stronger place. From a place of knowing what really doesn't work and accepting it and not trying to fix it, just leaving it behind and letting it go. I think the burden you were taking on yourself in that circumstance is that you were always trying to heal something. And you always thought that you could. Well, you can. You fix something. You fix something by letting it be done. Let's go to the extended. There's more to know. I'll see you guys there.